Okay, table of contents, introduction, team playtest, about a word about blockout, storytelling, open world, multiplayer, items and progression, other thoughts. Dude, I wish I could hide this thing on the right hand side here. Oh, I can. Very cool. To the Diablo community. Hello and welcome to our latest Diablo 4 quarterly update. We're excited to share some of the progress we've made on the game today. As is the case with many other game and technology companies at the time of writing this, Diablo 4 team has been fully transitioned to working at home. To be fair, GGG I believe are fully back at... I mean, New Zealand's like, we're back to it. I mean, so, yeah. I mean, the PoE guys are back at home. While the transition has introduced challenges, we feel very fortunate to be able to keep the momentum going strong on the Diablo development of Diablo 4. Cool. That's good. USA Omega lol, dude. I know right now. The COVID's fucked up, guys. Wear face masks, okay, guys? Yep. As with many other games, we organize the development of Diablo 4 around team milestones. Often these culminate with a build which we play together and talk about as a team. For example, the milestones leading up to the BlizzCon 2019 culminated in a team playtest of a demo that's helped us unveil the game during the show. Besides getting an early look at what other team members have accomplished, this also allowed us to stress test the demo, catch additional bugs, and make improvements before the show. For our most recent milestone, we focused on blocking in all the elements in a region known as dry steppes. Okay, yeah, I've heard about that zone. Okay, dry steppes, badass. Complete with campaign content, open world elements, itemization, a PvP subzone. Oh. Dungeons and a cinematic to cap off the completion of the region's narrative. Oh, so you get a cinematic at the end of the narratives? Oh. Cinematics, focus, guys. Oh. Our goal was to then have the team play the game from home over the course of 2 full days and then spend some time analyzing the data and discussing our reactions. Of course, we play the game all the time, but we're often examining individual features or areas. Taking the time to play the same build together as a team over multiple days gives us a different perspective. It lets us see how all the current features harmonize over a longer playtime. We had this as a goal before we knew we were going to move to work from home environment. But as it turned out, it ended up being really good, a way to reconnect as a team. So they're basically saying they play Diablo together, guys. That's kind of poggers. That's kind of cute. Similarly, we hope that chatting about this playtest and sharing some screenshots with you will provide context for future blog updates or pique your curiosity about future topics. Ooh. It's worth noting that the playtest didn't represent the entirety of our progress. Other regions of the game are underway. The Dry Steppes is just a region where we made a concerted push to create and complete a cohesive experience that would draw observations from. Okay, that let us draw observations from. Let us know if you like this approach to the blog or if you didn't, and we can adjust for future updates accordingly. Your feedback is highly appreciated. Okay, so wait, they're just explaining what this is, right? Because that's not it. Okay, so let's find out if this is good. Okay, a word about blockout. Oh, blocks. Blocks, okay. It's an answer. Blocks. Ooh, okay, so there's blocks here, guys. And then it goes to, ooh, fuck. Fuck, that looks clean. That looks fucking clean, bro. Ooh, that looks clean. PoE 2? No, that looks chat. Like, I fucking love it. Dude, I must admit, I already like the aesthetic bit of the PoE. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying, chat. Yes, I get looks and aesthetics are a small piece to a puzzle, right? I think aesthetics are probably more important than graphics overall. And I would say that, you know, at the end of the day, it is a multiplier on the base game. If the game is shit, it doesn't matter how good it looks or how good the aesthetics are, right? But, I mean, it's a good start, right? If it looks good, right? I mean, to be fair, of course, we're expecting Diablo 4 to look good. It's Diablo 4, right? Like, I'm okay. Blocking out or gray boxing levels allows us to play areas where the art isn't finished. Okay. True. That's good. As a part of the development, visuals are often kept in rough form so the game team can cheaply test ideas and iterate on them. If something isn't fun, it's much cheaper to change or discard a blockout asset than a final one. True. True. When we share models and screenshots with you, they are often quite far along to adequately convey our vision for the game. We typically don't show blockout essence as they don't really do justice to the game, to the engine or the artistry of the folks on the team. Yeah, you want to show people good shit, otherwise they're going to complain, right? But as part of showing the behind the scenes of how we made the game, we thought you'd appreciate some of the transition of blockout assets into more polished ones. Some of the assets shown in this blog might not be final, but so please bear in mind that as you check the screenshots below. Okay, it's a gargoyle. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Oh fuck, that's a spooky boy, isn't it? That is a spooky boy. He's like, I'm gonna fuck your ass. I'm gonna fucking get your ass over here, bitch. Get your fucking... Oh, shit. Look at this guy, dude. Like, yeah, okay. Oh, God. I guess he's got a sword as well. So he uses a sword. This guy doesn't fuck around. He's got a massive hole in his chest, man. Okay. All right, well, that's a spooky boy. I'm impressed. Honestly, the graphics in this game are going to be. I think they're going to be good, right? A classic demon from concept to block out to in-game art. Concept, block out, in-game. Honestly, this one looks almost more scary. He looks like more. He just looks like he's made out of flesh. Like when they actually put the textures on him, he looks a little bit less scary, I think. Storytelling. Okay. A couple things have evolved with how we deliver story in Diablo 4. Oh, this is kind of interesting because no one really knows how we're going to tell stories, right? No one really understands how they're going to tell stories because it's like you can go anywhere and there's like hundreds of cities and shit. And it's like an MMO, right? First, we have conversations. In D3, we relied on UI panes with character's name and portrait. We're experimenting with a mix of tool-generated and manually choreographed cameras to tackle conversations. Oh. For simple interactions with NPCs, we bring the camera in closer to the characters, while still maintaining the overall isometric feel, and use a library of animations to deliver the general gist of the conversations. Okay, so it's like wow. It's like I said with a little bit of extra zoom. You know, they'll just go like this, or they'll go, they'll cry or some shit, right? For more complex conversations, we take a similar camera approach, but here the characters' movements and animations are more deliberately handcrafted. Okay, so that's like they've used a guy to record it, right? This lets us deliver story moments that are complex while keeping you in the world as much as possible. Here's a short shot from one such interaction. What the fuck? Dude, something looks off about the lighting in this shot, but obviously it's not final. Pre-alpha footage in development. Yeah. So they appear to be pulling what are they? Cutting his cock off? Is that his demon cock on the ground? What is that? I guess they're just pulling a demon apart. He's like, what about it? We're just castrating a demon. You know? The fuck's she about? Okay. More zoomed in over a camera helps us deliver simple story beats. The second storytelling method we are developing is real-time cutscenes, or RTCs. Here, we grab your camera and treat the storytelling more like a movie. So we're reserving this technique for most important story moments. They did this in Walt Omega Lilson, guys, and it was actually pretty good. Honestly, the Wilson storyline, apart from the fact that the game was complete trash and shit, honestly, like the cinematics, right? Like the part where they would just like shift your camera and shit it was actually quite impressive. Having these be real time has great advantages. We can show your character with their currently equipped armor as part of the scene, for example. But we can also display them at your current resolution and with your current enabled graphic settings, so they end up feeling seamless as a part of the game. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that guy? We showed you some early work in real-time in-game... we showed you some early work on real-time in-game cinematics during the BlizzCon demo. Our cinematics and our engine teams have made a lot of improvements since then, so we're excited... What? They've improved upon that shit? So we're excited to see a fully produced cinematics... Wait, do we get to see one? Do we actually get to see one? So we're excited to see a fully produced cinematic serve as a climax for the Dry Steps experience. Wait, I don't want to spoil the Dry Steps cinematic. And the team was not disappointed. Here's a screen grab. Okay, here's a screen grab the story and cinematic folks have given us to go ahead and share with you, as it shouldn't spoil the details of what's to come. I don't want to get spoilers, man. No spoilers. Oh my god, look at this cunt. He's got like little pus jizzes on us. What the fuck? Oh, look at this little squirt lines. That's bullshit! It's like a human skull. He's a big dude. He's smoking out of a skull of a dead person. That looks really uncomfortable to wear a helmet with chain, though. I don't understand. What's the point of that chain? I guess is it to stop like slashing attacks, I guess. Okay.
Suction.
Okay. Oh. I like this aesthetic. Oh, I like this fucking aesthetic. Oh my god. That is some spooky ass fucking demon shit, dude. This is some spooky demon shit. What is he doing? Why is he on the side like that? Why is he bending down looking at us? What's happening here? I guess we just got knocked out and he's like, hello, Nephilim. Wait, we're not a Nephilim in this one, are we? I don't know what the fuck we are. Ooh, okay. That trap! In-game cinematics and Diablo 4 set a proper dark mode. Okay. Open world. One of the main features we bring to the Diablo series is the open world of Sanctuary. So while you can concentrate on the story campaign and work through that, we have a variety of open world systems and pieces of content that you are also discovering along the way. If you want to take a break from the main campaign and go exploring, crafting, or PvPing, you are free to do so. I'm really worried about the PvP in this game, honestly. ARPG, honestly, the only PvP in an ARPG type game that I've ever played that is like somewhat balanced and somewhat actually fun was Lost Ark. And that was 1v1s. 1v1s were actually pretty good.
Cinematics will be the best part of
Imbalance
this game.
as fuck.
It's a gate. But seriously, attack and defense, boys. Mobile game Diablo 4, here we go.
Okay, dude. Lost Ark, if there was low latency, the only reason I got so triggered in Lost Ark PvP was because there was latency, and it made it triggering as fuck. But I mean, all around, I was still winning games, and it still felt like, balanced, and it was like about landing skill shots and doing shit. It was like, okay, I could see that. I mean, it wouldn't be the main focus of the game. There's no way PvP is ever going to be the main focus of the game, because people no, it's not. But having an okay PvP system in place is can't hurt. But I just hope they don't over-invest into it and then just spend all this time making a PvP system that's just trash, right? I mean, PvE is a PvP system. It's nice to have, right? I fought Race QT in the PvP system. It was a bit of a meme, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's literally a side thing, right? It's like bonus shit, bonus memes. During the playtest, we saw this variability in action quite a bit. On the average playthrough, team members took several hours with the main campaign content for the region, but those who focused on the only on the story finished this arc in less than half the average time. Several. Hey Google, define several.
Here's the definition of several. More than two, but not many.
Yeah, that is what I thought it was. It's like 2 hours for a side. Yikes! Like half if you're just doing it, like 1.5 hours for an entire zone. Maybe they don't know the definition of several. Because that sounds like way too short, right? Oh, well, it depends if you have to level up multiple characters. I don't know. I don't know. I have to wait till the beta, right? I don't know. That sounds kind of weird. And of course, we were able to do side content after that. We think the ability to approach the game with a different mix of story and side content tailored to your own appetite will make the game playing and replaying the campaign even more enjoyable than it has been for previous ARPGs. Ooh, those are big words. I mean, hopefully it is. So they're saying it's going to be better than D2, boys. I mean, is it possible to be better than D3, chat? I don't know if they can beat D3, honestly. So what have we got here, boys? We got like a map. It's red.
Hello, Quin.
Little red spot.
Diablo 2 PvP was legit. It sounds like you're mad cause you had to stay in the rug encampment because you got farmed.
Bro.
Chat, he got farmed.
No.
Like he still gets farmed. By fish.
Yeah, farming your
Press
mom's
1 if-
pussy, bitch. No, I might pause the donations for reading this because this is like, yeah, okay. It's derailing the conversation now. I destroyed him D2 PvP. Literally destroyed him in D2 PvP. I was a Zeal. I was a paladin that punched people in the head really fast. Okay, don't question it. Okay, I'm pausing the alerts for now. Okay, playtests like this one allow us to collect and aggregate data to help guide our design. Distribution heat map indicates areas and dry steps that we saw the most traffic. Oh, I see. So that's what that is. It's a heat map. I was like, what is this? So this is clearly an important city, and this is like some other bullshit over here. This looks like quest zones. That's cool that they have that technology. I mean, that's really cool technology to have, actually. The fact that they can actually track a heat map of like player activity, so they can, yeah, that's kind of neat. While we have many open world activities such as crafting, events, and world PvP, and side quests, perhaps the most popular open world feature was camps. These are locations of importance that have been overrun by enemies, which once cleansed turn into friendly outposts with NPCs at a waypoint location. What does that mean? There's gonna be sharding? So once you unlock it, you're on like a different shard? Because it's just each bit. Because what you have the waypoint. What, the game comes out and then all the waypoints are unlocked, or what? It must be like sharding, right? Well, there is a backstory to each camp. Most of the storytelling is visual, and quests don't directly send you to them. For example, one of the camps in the zone was a town afflicted by a curse that turned villagers into piles of salt. True. Okay. Another was a crypt haunted by a spirit that possesses the bodies of various undead, jumping from skeleton to skeleton until you defeat him. We really dug the impact of seeing the world change as you reclaim a small piece of the sanctuary and bring back hope to its common folk. We look forward to open world designers and we look forward to the open world designers showing you more about this feature in the future. I mean, I'm interested to know how the fuck open world's gonna work. And there's like hundreds of cities and stuff. And like, how many people can be in one zone? Is it gonna be like? Do I have to are we gonna have to change between the different layers? Like, how's this gonna work? Is there gonna be a single player option? Like, I don't know, dude. Attack and defend. P2 is greater than D4. Calm down. We don't know that for sure. Okay. I think D4 has a potential. I mean, guys, realistically, which game do I think is gonna be better? D4 or P2? P2. I think P2 is probably gonna be a better game. But which game I'm more excited for? D4. Because D4 is probably going to be average. Like, I would say it's probably going to be average to above average. But it has the chance. It has the chance of being something absolutely insane, right? Like an MMORPG that's replayable as fuck. That's cool as fuck, right? It has a chance. Now, it's a small chance, but it's, which is why I'm excited for it. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably just going to be kind of whatever, and then we're just gonna end up playing PoE 2, but you never know, boys. I mean, look at that shit. I mean, it looks fucking clean, dude. It looks fucking, what are you, zapping some fucking dudes here? Zapping some dudes? The ruins of Karayiksu. The salt-covered ruins of a town afflicted by an ancient curse. I see. So you go there. There's a red little camp icon. You go and you kill all the motherfuckers in there, and then it turns into a little base with gates and shit. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It's kind of bogus. Not gonna lie, kind of bogus. Camp started out as hostile and turned into small hubs with a waypoint and vendors after being completed. Finally, mounts. True, mounts. I forgot about that. Fuck. As long as I don't add in flying mounts. As long as I don't add in flying mounts, I'm okay with mounts. Like, and it's non-combat. They're not like combat. Like, as long as it's non-combat, you know, you just hop on a mount and then fucking lets you go from A to B faster. As long as it's non-combat and you can't fucking fly, I'm okay with it, I guess. Finally, mounts were another thing you could obtain during the playthrough. We really liked how the open world interacts with mounts. You get your objectives more quickly without trivializing travel, aka flying mounts, or combat. Okay, so you can't just run past shit. It's just gonna stop you on your mount. Itemization for mounts also opened up as a new axis of progression. Mount itemization. Okay. Items for mounts? That's interesting. I mean, honestly, more ways you can customize your character, the better, right? One of my favorite things about mounts was customizing it by attaching a trophy to the saddle to signal to other players an obscure challenge in that zone that I completed. Boogers! Of course, I mean, I guess that's kind of cool because you could, like, what, if you kill, like, some, like, Uber Diablo Giga Boss, then you get some crazy mount thing, which you can, like, fucking be like, hey, what up, boy? Like a gladiator mount, right? Like, you kill a Giga Boss, you get the thing. I can see that. It's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Of course, there is more work to be done on mounts. For example, on navigation and tuning, it's currently easy to get stuck. On navigation and tuning, it's currently easy to get stuck on stray pieces of collision or to get dismounted by a random enemy projectile. These are all things that are just going to get better the more we play and tune the feature. Okay. Multiplayer. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be big, boys. Fine-tuning the right approach to multiplayer in Diablo 4 has been challenging. Our goal has always been to incorporate elements from shared world games without the game ever feeling like it's veering into a massively multiplayer territory. Wait, what the fuck? I thought it is an MMO. I thought it's like, it's not like, I know it's going to be a sharded MMO, or like heavily sharded MMO, but okay, so they're definitely not going like big dick. So you're not going to go to like a gigatub, like a big town where there's like a fuck ton of people there. To be clear, it's a philosophy rather than a tech limitation. Okay. Okay, Blizzard. Okay, Blizzard. You can't even have a fight with more than 30 people in WoW. Fuck off. We find the game stops feeling like Diablo and the world feels less dangerous when you see a lot of other players, often or in too high numbers. Yep. True. Okay. There's a guy running. Oh, and there's a guy over here and a guy over here. Is that 3? And there's a guy running there. That's a lot of people. Wait, that's a lot of gamers. I feel like that's a lot of gamers, unless it's just 2 gamers. It's hard to tell. Because I don't know what like players you look like and shit. Towns become social hubs where you can run into other players once key segments in the story are completed. I see. So it's like you're in town, you'll be like, hey, what up, boy? Like, and there'll be some other guy there. And then you go out and you're pretty much not likely to see someone, but you might see someone in the swamp. Or you might not. Okay. Like PoE. Yeah, I mean, okay. But no, you'll still be able to see a guy in a swamp. No. So in PoE, you would never see anyone in your swamp. In D4, there might be a guy in your swamp. Do you understand? There might be a guy in your swamp. Like you're in a sharded world where there's other people running around doing stuff. It's just like they're like, okay, we're gonna like make a town that's got a lot of shit to do, and this is where people are gonna naturally be most of the time. Where you're gonna interact with other players most of the time. But there could be a guy getting fucked in a swamp, and you need to go save his ass and help him. Be like, don't worry, bro, I got you. And then it sounds like I get stream sniped, which is kind of cringe though, because I'm kind of worried about like what's gonna happen when I'm playing, and whenever there's like a few thousand people watching, and then they're like, oh, let me go fucking find this cunt. Like, am I gonna, like, is it gonna be a way to avoid, like, rats, like, from like, just, you know, I don't know, man. It's kind of scary. I'll break down our experiences during the playtest with some examples. Dungeons and key story moments are always private. Okay, that's good. Just the player and their party. I wonder if when I play D4, if I play with the party or not. I think that will depend. I'll probably try out the fuck out of D4, let's be honest here. And if I think being in a party will give me an advantage, then I will probably play in a party. And if I think it will give me a disadvantage, then I will not play in a party. So it'll be one of those things where, like, that's probably how I'll do it. Play with Mathel? Is Mathel even going to play there? Of course Mathel's going to play D4. We'll have to see. It's going to totally depend on what the beta tests are like. Assuming we do get to play, like, there's an open beta where we can actually play and test out the game and see, like, what the fuck's going on. Man, it's crazy to think that D4 might be coming out, like, you know, like, how many years until it comes out? Like, soon, right? D4 soon? Once story moments are complete in towns, turn into social hubs, you run into a few people in town. Wait. Oh, I see. So you're definitely getting sharded depending on your progression. When story moments are complete and towns are turned into social hubs, you'd run into a few people in town. While on the road, you sometimes run into a player here and there. And then finally, when you went to a location where a world event was happening, you could see a larger congregation of players trying to defend against an attack by a cannibal horde or trying to take down a Shava. The demonic world boss we showed at BlizzCon. I hope it just doesn't feel like world quests. Like, I hope it's an occasional thing that you do and it's actually difficult. And then you're actually rewarded for shit you're doing. Not like people just turn up and then go AFK. Right? You know, like, oh yeah, I've tagged the boss. Alright, I'm just going, okay. And he's like, just the bunch of people just standing there. Like, I hope it actually feels like difficult as fuck and it's punishing if you die and you only get loot if you're doing shit. Like, because it's so easy to fuck this up. It is so easy to make this into some trash, like, raid finder, world boss shit with, like, there's just fucking loot pinata and people are just AFKing. Like, it's so easy to fuck this up. If they fuck this up, it could really, you know, it could be detrimental to the game, right? It's worth calling out that while some coordination is helpful during these events, you are never forced to join a party. Solo players can walk in, help complete the event, and claim a reward. We think the seamless approach to the multiplayer is working well and look forward to sharing more about this approach with you. Yeah, but I mean, dude, you're working well with your Diablo 4 team of devs. You need a bunch of random cunts. You need some random like some guy just like alt-tabbed and got porn playing in the fucking background and he's like just literally AFK, like touching his dick. While he's just waiting for his loot to appear, right? You know, it's like...
Suction?
That's me! Yeah. In our test so far, the world feels alive and dynamic without compromising the feeling of Diablo. And for the players that want to party up and against the minions of hell, we have new tools available to find a group. Wait, that better not be fucking Raid Finder or some shit. I'm okay with a group finding tool like that. You can search, you can create it by name and people can search for it, right? But like, I swear to God, if they just streamline everything to the point where it's just like Q popped, you know, like, oh, dude, boss, you know, like, don't, please, and just destroy the social aspect of the game. We've seen it happen in World of Warcraft. D3 group find. You can't even invite people in your fucking group in D3, bro. You can't even invite, like... Group find is okay if it's like, if you can create, like, if I say, like, oh, yeah, I don't know, like, if you're trying to make a group for, like, a particular dungeon or a particular boss, you could create a group for that, right? Like, I'm cool with that. It's the automated shit where it's, like, auto queue to dungeon, auto queue to raid, shit like that. Like, you know, that's what I hate. If it's like a manual thing we have to interact with other players for, then it's cool. Okay, so it could be either via proximity in game or in the world. Okay. Oh wow, there it is. There's the boss that we fought. I fought him. I fought him. I fought him. Oh, good times, boys. We'll buy some Shavashon in 2019 in slow skin and spawn in the dry steps as well. Oh, so you can spawn in 2 places. Very poggers, my doggers. Items and progression. One of the things that was very useful about a 2-day playtest was that we could get. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Here we go, boys. This is the deal breaker, boys. I'm scared. I'm scared, boys. I'm scared. One of the things that was very useful about 2-day playtests is that we could get a bit of feedback on progression, as well as a sense of permanence. Gear and skill choices you make on day 1 have an impact on day 2. Though some people chose to roll alts, as we have multiple classes to test. A friend of mine used to say that Diablo is the game that kept you playing inside your head, and Diablo 4 is no different. I mean, I kind of like it's PoE is the game that keeps you playing. I must admit, I stopped playing PoE. Like, dude, I literally can't sleep for a league because I'm thinking about so many build ideas, and I'm coming up with fucking 5-head shit. I come up with 5-head builds. I hope that D4 is gonna be like that, like attack, defense. Like, which one am I gonna? Which stat shall I get first? I don't know. You know, I don't know if it's gonna really work like that. We'll have to see. In addition to the official play time allotted to the team during the playtest, I could feel the game lingering in my mind. Thinking about the items that could possibly drop from my builds and the talents I could finally unlock to get those key skill interactions. You might have already read the developer blog by David Kim shortly after the last BlizzCon. In it, he describes new app fixes and itemization philosophies. We'll have a beefy update on items this year, but in the meantime, here are some items that dropped during the playtest. Please, they've updated it. There's more stats. I don't know, dude. I'm flaccid. I am flaccid right now, chat. I am bullshit. This is just like, oh, okay. Let's try. Maybe it's more exciting. That is like generic, the most generic items I've ever seen in my entire life. They just look so boring.
I have to emphasize here, we're probably ruining the game with this league.
Like a PoE, I read an item, dude. Like, what? You read an item and you're like, what am I even looking at? Like, what does she like, dude? Let me just give you an example. Like, let's just give you a quick example. So I got a new item dropped that I hadn't seen, and I was like, oh, what does this item do? And I was sitting there like looking at it, going, what the fuck am I even looking at? Where are we? And then after like parsing the data, 22% chance to block spell damage, increase armor energy shield, towards maximum life, cannot block while you have no energy shield. Damage from blocked hits, cannot bypass energy shield. Damage from unblocked hits, always bypasses energy shield. Glancing blows. What's glancing blow? Chance to block an attack that is, chance to block attack damage is doubled. Chance to block spell damage is doubled. You take 50% of damage from blocked hits. Like, that's exciting. Right? When you're like, wait, what the fuck? Weight damage requires 60% power, 12% minor cost reduction. Oh my god, what is that staff, bro? What is that staff, bro? It's a blue staff. I mean, it's blue, right? 800 weapon attack. 25.4 team strength of this item. Oh man, they can't be just making it for console gamers. They cannot just be making this game, like, I swear to god, if they're just like, oh, yeah. Console gamers aren't retarded. Console gamers are smart. Like, there's some dude. they're honestly, you don't need to dumb it down this much. It does not need to be this basic. Console gamers can bullshit. Console gamers are people too. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got something here. Oh, okay. Defense, cooldown reduction, dodge, control duration bonus, 9% damage reduction while evading. Teleport forms a rift in your path that increases your critical strike chance by 39% for 5 seconds. So it's like it slightly modifies the teleport skill. Okay. Defense, ancestral power. Damage to healthy enemies, 4%. What the fuck? Can define healthy. I'm assuming you press Alt and you could know what healthy means. It probably means like above 90% or something. 12% damage to stun enemies. Okay. 6.5% immobilized chance. Skills that cost Fury will consume all remaining Fury and grant 3.8 damage bonus for each extra point of Fury consumed. This seems heavily abusable. I mean, this definitely augments gameplay. This definitely augments gameplay. That is a build making item. You know, okay. Aya. Weapon attack, crushing blow chance, head effects, chance to slow, 30% gem strength in this item, 15 demonic power. Basic skills deal 20% less damage, but generate 60% more fury. Okay. Okay. Weapon attack, crushing blow chance, angelic power, slow chance, 12% damage to stun enemies. Critical strikes with storm skills form an aura of lightning around you that shocks nearby enemies for 50% of the damage dealt over 5 seconds. It says 50% extra damage as a dot. Does it stack repeatedly? That sounds kind of good. Just sucks. They're all really, really basic. These are all really, really basic. But, I mean, you know, this one definitely changes your gameplay enough and this does something kind of cool. I mean, alright. Defense. Stun chance. Crushing blow damage. Angelic power. 4% damage to immobilize enemies. When your minor destruction spells critically strike, your next major destruction spell costs no mana and has 100% chance to critically strike. Wait, so there's no resist capping either. There's no attributes either. Well, there is attributes. I guess that is an attribute. Ancestral power is an attribute, isn't it? Yeah, no, because you do have an attribute. You can go the different powers. Crit strike chance, crushing blow damage, melee damage, fizz damage. Storm skill deals increased. Storm skill damage increases Earth skill damage by 70% for 5 seconds. In addition, Earth skills increase critical strike chance of storm skills by 16% for 5 seconds. Oh, nature's balance. Oh. The risk cap really interesting. It's a puzzle to solve, right? It's like a constant thing that you have to like optimize and work around. It's basically that's all ARPGs are. It's like you have a build that you have an idea for and you want to, and it's basically there's a bunch of problems that you have to solve, and once you solve them, the build's good. And it's just like if it's like super easy and basic and there's no real thought to it, it's like boring, right? It's 100. So it's like, yeah. Okay. I mean, this just makes me want to fucking, you know, makes me a little bit sad. I'm gonna be honest, it makes me sad. This is like, okay, that's okay. These are alright. These are okay. There was like thousands of items. I dislike the specific. I dislike the specificity of some of these items. I prefer that they were more. They weren't like, oh yeah, this is tied to this exact skill. Because the second you start tying everything to an exact skill, then it's like, oh, let me just get all the multipliers to damage to this skill, and then that's the best in slot, and then we're done, right? I'd prefer it to be, yeah, like, of course there's going to be besses, but it's just not like pre-built archetypes that you just like, oh yeah, I'm playing the ball lightning build, so I'm just going to get the one that makes my ball lightning crit more, my ball lightning, you know, shoot out 2 balls, and like, you know what I'm saying, right? Wasn't doing a Blizzard. Okay, let's have a look here. Other thoughts. The overall feedback from the team was that even in these early stages, Diablo 4 is very fun to play. Okay, that's good. The classes, especially, are going down a promising path that we're excited about. We're taking cues from what makes the Barbarian's Arsenal system or the Druid's shapeshifting feel special and look for ways to apply similar innovations to all classes. More on this in a future update. The playtest was also really good. A good way to put a tick through its paces. since we played at home, we got to test the game in a lot of different setups. That's good, right? From graphics cards, screen aspect ratios, to network speeds. We also had the opportunity to exercise our client-server technology, including deploying builds with the fixes to bugs during the playtest. Bogus. This is kind of good technical stuff, whatever. Self-blowjob. I mean, dude, it does seem kind of like a little bit of a self-blowjob, but I mean, dude, at least they're giving it as an update, right? Like, they could just not be giving us an update. It's better than, you know, what are they going to say? Oh, we tried playing the game and it was shit. We're just going to stop. Like, they're not going to do that. Of course, we still have a lot of work ahead of us, to be clear. We're not at an alpha or beta stage yet. We don't typically discuss early milestones publicly during the course of development. We think it's especially important to continue to share our progress during the year without a BlizzCon. True. I like that. You like, shout out to Des for doing this. I mean, you know, like, it's better than, yeah, it's good having something. Also, this is an important milestone for the team as we feel it corroborated that we have all the key ingredients for a great Diablo 4. Of course, we need to continue to seek feedback to iterate. What you need to do is get people to play it who also play PoE. You need to get and also play, like, they need to get random cunts. They need to get random cunts to play it that aren't casuals. I'm not saying just copy PoE. I think the best game is somewhere between D4 and PoE. I think the best in slot game, the best ARPG, somewhere in between. Like, there's a ultra simplistic and there's overly complex. Like, this is somewhere here. It's there, boys. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay, we hope that you've enjoyed this update, and as always, we continue to share your thoughts on the platform of your choice. Whether it's our own forums, other sites, or social media. Twitch is social media, so I'm sharing it on here, boys. Let's go. We read and appreciate your comments and feedback. We're happy to see lots of great discussion on our last blog, which seeded a bunch of conversations on our end as well. Why is itemization still complete trash? People rage. Fix this. Where's the... Are they having conversations about the skill twigs? The talent twigs? We're also excited to see the range of topics you want to hear about based on your response so far. We think talent trees are by far your most eager to discuss. Yeah, that is true. That's good. So they are talking about that. They are. That's poggers. They are talking about it, chat. Okay. So we'll make sure to queue that up for our very next blog. Holy fuck, this next blog is going to be big, boys. They're going to say, well, listen up, boys. We've heard your feedback. We've completely redesigned the talent trees. Fucking big, fucking, you know, what? No, not PoE big, but like at least Woe Megalinson, you know, big, right? At least like something like that. Minimum Wolson-sized trees. Minimum. I would even settle for a talent tree the size of Last Epoch's. Which is like, it's like D2, but like bigger dick. It's like a bigger dick version of D2, and there's more complexity to it because you have like your main spec and your specialization spec, which you pick. So you can basically ascend, and then yeah, I would even be okay with that. Like, I mean, yeah, if they don't want to go down like the Giga Tree route and have some big thing, because maybe it's hard for controllers to pick options. You know, minimum Last Epoch trees. Items continue to be a popular topic, and there was also a lot of interest in music. Items are like so fucking important. If you fuck up itemization, you basically fuck up the entire game. Like, honestly, like you fuck up itemization, you fuck up the entire game. Facts. We're shooting to have more updates around these topics later in the year. Let us know how that sounds. That's poggers. Very poggers. Thank you for taking the time to read this update. We can't wait to share some more Sanctuary with you. That fucking aesthetic, dude. These graphics, that aesthetic. Oh my god, just a bunch of fucking dead people.
I mean, to be honest, I really do like the whole MTX monetization scheme.
Yep. Development is well underway outside the zero steps. More Sanctuary awaits in coming updates. I mean, graphics are looking 10 out of 10. Aesthetics are looking 10 out of 10. Itemization's looking about, I'd say, about a 2 out of 10. About a 2 out of 10. I'm kind of on the fence about this world shit. This world shit's scary because it's like, it sounds like they could be adding in like world quest, raid finder shit, or maybe they could actually, it could be good, right? So I'm on the fence, right? It depends. Like I can't tell until we get to a beta. Until there's a beta, like it needs to be like difficult, and it needs to be like, you know, you don't get rewarded unless you're actually like fucking doing shit, right? Your feedback video was pointless? No, it wasn't pointless because they said we're going to be talking. They said we're going to be talking about talent trees and items in the next update. So maybe they're going to have some like, you know, maybe all our feedback was a catalyst. You know, and they're just working on some shit. And they just couldn't share it in this update. You know, you have to be hopeful.